The escalation problem. One of the most iconic flaws in shonen battle anime, and a topic that has been deeply discussed in the anime community. Basically what the problem boils down to is an anime where a character starts off from small beginnings, but as they defeat the current arc's enemy, the stakes are raised to make the main character feel threatened again, forcing them to break past their current limit and become even stronger, only for the cycle to continue yet again. Goku from Dragon Ball is a textbook example of this problem. When I can look at Goku and slowly see a rainbow forming with how many times his transformations have changed his hair color, it makes me wonder just how much longer they can keep doing this. But while these transformations are entertaining to watch, this causes characters to become virtually unrecognizable, and makes many of the side characters that used to rival the main character be completely eclipsed in power and turned obsolete. Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Bleach are just some of the series that have used this escalation tactic. These shows are widely popular and still have followings to this very day. However, one thing most of the community agrees upon is that as these series progressed and got much farther into their respective stories, most of these characters seem to almost lose their humanity. And by this, I don't mean they literally lost their humanity, though in some cases that is also true. Rather, it feels as if these characters turned from a kid pulling pranks on his village to literal deities who can wipe out entire countries with just a wave of their hand. It feels like we've lost touch with these once beloved characters. The kid who once participated in martial arts tournaments is now firing off kamehamehas that can destroy planets. It feels as if they've grown up, but have sacrificed their personality to get there. Turned into giants who are able to overcome anything through sheer willpower alone. These shows are widely popular, but because of their popularity, the faults in them have been revealed. This has spawned numerous shows that make a main character who isn't a god, but instead closer to a human. A character who has faults, both physical and mental. A character where if they are injured, it actually means something. There are consequences for every action they take, and they don't get a sudden transformation pulled from their ass to win the battle. These characters are forced to use strategy over raw strength to win their battles, and because of this, the characters are allowed to lose. Now, this would normally count as a detriment against the show. No one would want to watch the show build up a huge fight, only for our precious protagonist to get his shit pushed in and lose. No one would want to watch that, right? Right? Those clips are from My Hero Academia and Hunter x Hunter, and because of me recently watching Gon and his friends and being hyped as hell for the next season of My Hero Academia, now with 100% more legs, I noticed that even without the constant power spikes of other shonen anime, these shows are highly acclaimed and beloved by the community. So how have they mastered this art of being entertaining as hell even without always seeing our hero win? I think a main way My Hero Academia and Hunter x Hunter pull this off is by giving their respective protagonists reasons for losing the way they do. For example, Izuku could have likely won his battle against Todoroki in the sports festival if he didn't convince him to use his fire, but doing so would have gone against Izuku's core principles. You see, Izuku aims to be the #1 hero, a symbol that helps anyone in need. If he left Todoroki in his despair to win his own shallow victory, he wouldn't be able to live with himself. The show clearly explains why Izuku loses here, and even though we are disappointed to not see Small Might wearing that gold medal, we are at least happy to see that he was able to save Todoroki in his time of need just like a real hero would. This gives some much needed character progression to Todoroki, while at the same time showing what exactly Izuku has to improve on. And this is what I believe is the second principle in justifying our heroes losing. You need to show the audience that the main character has a clearly defined way to improve or a new goal they will be working toward. This is where my recent time catching up on Hunter x Hunter has contributed, as this show does the second principle better than any I've ever seen. Gon loses a lot of his battles, and I mean a lot. However, instead of being annoyed by Gon constantly losing, we as the audience see exactly why he lost and where he needs to improve to gain victory in the rematch. Watching Gon improve and train, whether it be by thinking up unique strategies, training in pure physical strength, or through Hunter x Hunter's unique power system called Nen, is entertaining as hell. And unlike many other shows, when Gon is faced with a clearly superior opponent, he doesn't gain a sudden out-of-the-ass transformation. He loses. However, through that loss, he discovers what his next step to become stronger should be. Hunter x Hunter deserves a ton of credit for actually allowing Gon to fail and learn from his failures, instead of bailing out Gon with a new transformation every time he faces what should have been a superior enemy. Watching Gon learn from his defeats gives the show a real sense of progress, because instead of sudden power spikes, Hunter x Hunter goes for a much more gradual power climb, making it satisfying as hell when Gon does become strong enough to overcome his past roadblocks. Watching Gon and his friends train, fail, learn, and overcome their struggles has been one of my favorite viewing experiences recently, and for anyone who hasn't already seen this gem of a show yet, I can't recommend it more. My Hero Academia and Hunter x Hunter are standout examples for anyone trying to make a shonen battle anime that doesn't rely on the crutch of constant power spikes and transformations. However, one more thing to take into account is that it isn't just the way that these stories handle the power levels of their characters, but the characters themselves. Both Izuku and Gon are characters who are stubborn to the core and aren't satisfied if they feel like they have achieved something without working for it. They're both incredibly smart as well, using their brains to help win most of their battles. This assists in avoiding the need for sudden power-ups, along with giving both of them more character. But what stands out most about Gon and Izuku to me is their almost primal need to learn and evolve. If they see a flaw in themselves or some new technique they need to master, they put their all into it, often going above and beyond what is expected of them. Seeing Gon evolve into the professional hunter he strives to be is a joy to watch, and watching Izuku grow step by step and learn from his mentors to be the #1 hero he strives to be fills me with such a strange yet at the same time happy sense of pride. The ironclad beliefs of both Gon and Izuku have made them into two of the best and most recognizable main characters in recent memory, and because of them, both My Hero Academia and Hunter x Hunter have become some of my favorite shows. So why is it that we enjoy watching these characters struggle and learn from their mistakes so much? Because when you honestly think about it, it is kind of weird to enjoy watching our favorite character lose, when in many other shows, this is where they would pull a sudden upset victory over the seemingly unbeatable villain. But that's not very realistic, now is it? This is why characters like Gon and Izuku are beloved, not because of them being almighty deities who with their charisma and determination can overcome any struggle that comes their way. It's because they fail, and from those failures they learn and evolve to become an even better version of themselves, making them seem almost human. Because that really is what humans are. We aren't invincible, we can't overcome any obstacle just with determination alone. To be human means that sometime in our lives we will fail, but from those failures we will learn and improve, using our newfound knowledge to improve upon ourselves and do better next time, becoming stronger through the process and struggling step by step to achieve our dreams. This is why these two shows hit so deep for me. Watching both Gon and Izuku fail and bounce back makes me look up to them more than any continent-crushing god. Seeing them learn from each mistake and use their newfound knowledge to improve has cemented these series as something that will stay with me for the rest of my life. And this is why I love to see these characters lose. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I've been recently watching Hunter x Hunter, and that inspired me to highlight why I love watching characters like Izuku and Gon overcome their challenges. I'd love to know what other anime apart from My Hero Academia and Hunter x Hunter showcase these types of characters, and if you guys haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that button down below. Thank you all so much for joining me on this adventure, and I'll see you all next time.